Celery for the kidneys. Benefits. Mechanism of action. Dosage. And who may be harmed. Introduction. Imagine there's a common vegetable you can buy at almost any store. It's inexpensive, not considered exotic, and rarely makes the covers of health magazines. However, it's been the subject of controversy for years. Some call it a natural body cleanser, while others believe its benefits are greatly exaggerated. This is celery. Today, we'll take a detailed look at what happens in the body after consuming celery, how it affects the kidneys, the substances contained in its stems and leaves, who it can help, and who should avoid it. Chapter 1. Why the kidneys are so important. Every day, approximately 150 to 180 liters of blood passes through the kidneys. These organs work around the clock, 7 days a week, 7 days a week. They filter the blood, remove toxins, regulate blood pressure, maintain water balance, control electrolyte levels, participate in the formation of red blood cells. When kidney function deteriorates, the first symptoms often go unnoticed. A person may experience fatigue, decreased concentration, swelling, increased blood pressure, poor sleep. Therefore, any products that can support kidney health are of great interest to scientists. Chapter 2. What's in celery? Celery is approximately 95% water, but its main value lies in its biologically active substances. It contains vitamin K, vitamin C, potassium, folic acid, magnesium, calcium, apigenin, luteolin, phthalates, polyphenols. These compounds are attracting the attention of researchers. Chapter 3. How celery affects the kidneys. Celery has a mild diuretic effect. This means the body begins to excrete slightly more fluid. This can result in reduced water retention, reduced swelling, accelerated elimination of metabolic waste. It's important to understand one thing. Celery cannot literally cleanse the kidneys. The kidneys cleanse themselves on their own. However, adequate fluid intake and foods high in water content can facilitate their work. Chapter 4. The role of potassium. Potassium is one of the main minerals in celery. It helps regulate water balance, maintain muscle function, participate in the transmission of nerve impulses. For a healthy person, this is an advantage. But with kidney disease, the situation changes. If the kidneys do not excrete potassium well, its accumulation can become dangerous. High potassium levels can cause irregular heartbeats. Therefore, people with chronic kidney disease should consult their doctor. About celery consumption. Chapter 5. Apigenin, celery's main weapon. Apigenin is one of the most studied plant flavonoids. Scientists associate it with anti-inflammatory activity, antioxidant activity, protection of cells from free radical damage. Inflammation is considered a factor in kidney tissue aging. Therefore, substances that reduce oxidative stress are of great scientific interest. Chapter 6. Why chronic inflammation is dangerous. Many people think that inflammation only occurs during an infection. In fact, chronic, subtle inflammation also exists. It is triggered by obesity, smoking, excess sugar, chronic stress, lack of sleep. Over the years, this condition can damage blood vessels, the heart, and the kidneys. Celery's antioxidants help partially counteract these processes. Chapter 7. Celery and blood pressure. Kidneys and blood pressure are closely linked. When blood pressure rises, the renal vessels experience additional stress. Over time, this can lead to damage to the filtration system. Celery contains phthalates. These substances can promote relaxation of blood vessel walls. Some studies show that regular consumption of celery can slightly maintain normal blood pressure. However, it is not a substitute for medication. Chapter 8. Can celery dissolve stones? This is one of the most popular myths. There is currently no convincing evidence that celery can dissolve established kidney stones. However, adequate fluid intake and its diuretic effect may reduce the likelihood of certain types of stones. But if a stone already exists, diagnosis and follow-up with a specialist is necessary. Chapter 9. How much celery to eat? For most healthy adults, the following is considered safe. 2 to 4 stalks per day, or 100 to 200 grams of fresh celery. Celery juice, 200 to 300 milliliters per day is considered moderate. Larger doses have not been shown to provide benefits. The key is regularity, not extreme amounts. Chapter 10. What happens with daily use? After a few weeks, many people notice improved hydration, reduced feelings of heaviness, reduced calorie intake, easier weight control. However, the effect is not only due to celery itself. People often simultaneously begin eating better and drinking more water. Chapter 11. you should avoid celery, despite its beneficial properties. There are situations where caution is necessary, absolutely or after consulting a doctor. 1. Severe chronic kidney disease. 2. Elevated potassium levels in the blood. 3. Allergy to celery. 4. Taking strong diuretics. 5. Severe hypotension. 6. People with large urinary tract stones. 7. Pregnant women consuming concentrated celery extracts. Chapter 12. The mistake thousands make. Many people start drinking a liter of celery juice daily. This can lead to indigestion, bloating, excess potassium, electrolyte imbalance. The body rarely needs extreme amounts of even the most healthy foods. Conclusion: celery is not a miracle cure for the kidneys. It does not cleanse the body of mythical toxins or restore damaged nephrons, but it contains water, potassium, antioxidants, and plant compounds that can support vascular health and normal body function. For most people, the optimal strategy is simple: 100 to 200 grams of celery per day, adequate water intake, blood pressure control, moderate salt intake, physical activity. This approach is far more beneficial for the kidneys than any trendy detox programs or loud promises from the internet.